So you might think it's a little bit late to be talking about mosquitoes. You know, here it is, August. You think, but you know what? We have a lot of time left. August, all of September, probably into October, you'll have mosquito activity. Now, mosquitoes are always, tagged as the most deadliest animal in the world. The World Health Organization says 2.7 million people die a year, which is mind-boggling to me, and I kind of wonder whether that's true or not, but it's obviously that you have to be careful around mosquitoes because they do carry disease. So what do you do? Now, I haven't talked about it because with the dry weather, it's kind of been, I think, kind of a lower activity as far as our yards, but now we've had a little bit of rain and it does seem like the activity is picking up. So doing those obvious things of dumping out any water that's in buckets or old tires and all of those things that you've always heard of, but mosquitoes, kind of understanding them is kind of part of the solution too. First of all, I think the most important, only female mosquitoes bite. Anybody surprised? I didn't think so. They are attracted to our carbon dioxide as we expel our breath, and so and they can actually trail you about 75 feet away. So that's so trying to confuse a mosquito, and the companies that come out around town that will spray your yard, generally what they're doing is spraying combinations of garlic, citronella, clove oil, and that kind of confuses the senses of the mosquito so that they don't kind of trail into your area. So, but if you're in a big group of people, I always say make yourself the center of attention, get people around you because the mosquitoes actually just drop in on the edges. So if you're in the center telling your riveting story, you probably won't get bit. Beer drinkers get bit more than non-beer drinkers. Weird fact, I know. Citronella does work, citronella candles. That has been established that there is a benefit to the candles, whether it's in the old torch or just, different candle bits like that. But there's also, people always want to plant citronella plants. This is a scented geranium, and it's like, well, I'm going to plant this to prevent the mosquitoes. Not so fast. Because the problem is, now listen, I do want to say right up front, if you say they work, I believe you, all right? I'm right there with you. But as far as generally what you'd have to do to make it work is you have it, if you see a mosquito, and then you crush it. Actually, I can smell that now. I can smell the citronella coming from, and that will take care of it. So you see that mosquito, boom, there it is. So plants generally don't do a great job, but there's other things that you can do. I have this turned around because this is not really the product that I want you to see because I couldn't find it. But, I talked about the professionals that do your yard. There's a homeowner version of that too. The one we carried, I think, was made by Maggie's, and it's clove oil, garlic oil, citronella, and you spray that, and it is an organic product that you can spray around your yard to confuse. Because a lot of people, and I certainly understand, the old yard guard and the insecticide, people don't want to use those products anymore, and certainly understand that. So there's ways to do that, and don't forget the water that you don't want to get rid of, the bird baths, you can drop a mosquito dunk in there, and that prevents the breeding. So there's a lot of time yet to get bit this season.